Echelon, hey guys, welcome back to your 30-minute Pilates class. I'm Teresa. As always, great having you guys here, especially our new members working out with us for the first time. Today's class is all about doing some reformer-inspired Pilates exercises on the mat. What you'll need is your mat, of course. Grab your mat, grab your water bottle, grab your towel. Let's get started with a quick warm-up. So make your way down onto the floor, guys. We'll be lying down on our back. So ease yourself down. Relax into your mat as you slowly imprint your spine to the floor. Draw your shoulders down right here. Let your knees be about hip width apart. We're gonna go ahead and slowly pick up one leg, drawing it in towards our shoulder, and then releasing that leg. Slowly the other side, and release. So just tapping the floor every time, but not only tapping the floor, I want you to think about keeping your lower back even in weight on the right side and the left side, so your hip bones are weighted evenly. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, we're going to be doing some reformer-inspired Pilates exercises. And as some of you may know, the reformer is a great Pilates apparatus to get you toned, to strengthen, and of course to provide flexibility. And sometimes we don't have access to that, so these exercises right here that we'll be doing are going to be mimicking that. So let both legs just drop to the floor right here, and then we're going to go ahead and slowly pick up both legs at the same time and then gently release. So if you pick up your legs and you feel as if you are arching your back as you tap your foot to the mat, no worries. We're going to go ahead and slowly bring it in and just drop it halfway right here. So each person's going to be a little bit different as far as their experience level, as far as their strength level right here. I'll give modifications throughout the class, as you know, and the regular moves. Last two right here. Slowly inhale and then exhale, gently release. Last one, inhale and exhale. Awesome job, guys. Stay just where you are right here. Press your spine gently to the mat. Make sure your lower back is on the floor. Roll your shoulders down. Draw your knees all the way in towards each corresponding cheek. Relax your breathing, relax your hip bones. We'll extend our legs out and then slowly come in all the way out and then slowly back in. So think as if you have this bar that is right below the balls of your feet, and you're pushing that bar out of the way. This bar is heavy because it's weighted on both sides. And so you're engaging your abdominal muscles, your lower abs, in addition to your leg muscles, to push that bar all the way out. We have a soft point in the toes. Have a slight tuck in the chin as you lengthen about 45 degrees, making sure you still have that contact with your lower back. Long extension and pull back in. Great job, guys. Let's begin to slowly glide our hands behind the back of our head, and then slowly begin to exhale your next breath. Think about rolling your spine, your head, your upper back off the floor via your abdominal wall, via your abdominal muscles, rather than engaging your neck muscles. Last three, and in. Two, and last one. Awesome job. Relax your head down. We'll solidify our arms to the mat. Doing the same thing right here. We'll keep our head on the floor for right now, and then slowly draw your palms to where they're looking up at the sky. Begin to extend your legs as you press firmly your palms into the mat, and then slowly pull back. So think of this as a tricep press right here. Your triceps, your shoulders, your elbows are glued to the mat. You're pressing firmly into this object that is above the floor, and you are sinking your hands past that object to touch the mat. Begin to slowly exhale your next breath. Raise your head off the mat, all the while keeping your elbows glued to the floor. Your belly button is pulled into your spine. You're pressing down into the mat as on the extension, and you're pulling back when your knees come back in. And 3, 2, hollow out your belly. And last one. Awesome job, guys. Relax your head down, give your knees a hug, begin to rock it out side to side. Patrick, how are you feeling? Let's go ahead and continue with this move right here. We'll keep our head on the floor. We're extending our legs all the way out, and then flex, point, pull in, extend, flex, point, pull in. Hands behind the back of the head. flex, point, pull in, and then slowly raise your head off the mat. Really getting that flexing and pointing in towards the face with the toes, and then pushing the heels away when you flex. That's what's going to help tone the back of our legs without doing those leg machines right here. So long stretch and flex and point. You're feeling a great stretch in the back of your legs as well. Last 3, we'll be adding to this one. Last 2. And last one. Hold this last one. We're just gonna hold it midair, flexing and point, flex and point. Relax your head down. If at any time your lower back is coming off the floor, raise your legs up at 90 degrees with a soft bend of the knee. Here's that modified version. Flexing and point. Find the rhythm of this movement right here. Getting stronger calves, stronger hamstrings. What that translates to is a stronger lower back to help with our core, to help build strength, and of course to help us in our posture as well. 3, 2, and 1. Knees into your chest, begin to rock it out side to side. We're not done yet with this flexing and pointing. So extend your legs all the way out. Again, hands behind the back of the head if you choose to do so. Find your Pilates stance. So basically an external rotation. Your heels are connected. Flex, point, flex, point. Hold very still. Great job, you guys. Breathing right here. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and slowly draw your knees in, find the regular rotation of your legs, relax your head down, take your long full body stance right here, gently pushing through your heels, and then finally take a soft point. Swing your hands. I was trying to say swing and swim at the same time. Swim your arms down to your side. Relax it out. Knees into your chest, and you're gonna go ahead and slowly open out to the side into a frog shape right here. So your knees drop to the side like a diamond shape, and then flex right here. So you're gonna extend as you connect your heels, and then open so you have that space between both heels. Touch your heels together and release. Squeeze your heels together and release. So pushing through, once again, that flexed foot. Excellent job. Find flexibility in your hip as you draw your knees corners of the room. At any time if you want, elevate your head off the floor with a light touch of your hands. So not really holding so much of the weight of your head, but a gentle cradling of your head. 3, squeeze together. Legs separate, heels touch. Legs separate, heels touch. Last one. And great. Take a soft point in your toes. Go ahead and slowly close your knees and your toes, relax it out, rock it out side to side, guys. Go ahead and bring one leg up towards the sky, giving it a stretch. And we'll switch legs this time, stretching out the other side. Awesome job. Both legs are gonna be parallel to each other, so we have our knees bent. Roll your shoulders down. Let's go ahead and slowly sweep our hips up off the mat as you tuck and roll your hip bones into your lower belly, and then slowly rise up, nestling your shoulder blades underneath. So we are right here in bridge position. Draw one leg in, and then slowly tap. In and tap right here. Keeping your hips level at all times. Gentle tap to the floor with your foot. At any time if you want to raise it up a level and you don't have any issues with your ankles or your toes, go into the balls of your foot, of your base foot, and then continuing with this moving leg right here, drawing your leg in closer in towards your face every time. Think about keeping a 90-degree bend when you lift and pull in, and then when you release. 2 more. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Lower your heels to the mat. We'll start off with a flat foot this time. So over to our other side. In and tap. In and tap. The entire upper body is very still. Press firmly into the mat through your outer forearms, through your triceps. And great. Remember, guys, at any time, rise up on the balls of the feet to give you an extra challenge. That's what's going to help give you the extra oomph, the extra amount of strength in your calves, in your glutes, in your hamstrings. and breathe. We've got 5 more right here. 5, tap down. 4, your shoulders are weighted evenly. Here we go for 3, 2, and finally 1. Awesome job. Begin to lower your heels to the mat. Shake it out if you need to. Roll your shoulders down. We're gonna keep our hips elevated this time. Extending your leg about 45 degrees. Draw your knee in, extend, in, extend. So think about pulling your knee all the way into that corresponding cheek and push away. You have that weighted bar there once again, guys, and you're pushing against that weighted bar. At any time if you want, taking it up a level, rise up on the ball of your foot. And you're gonna feel it a lot more in your glutes at any time if you need to. A gentle touch right underneath your glutes, right underneath your hips. For light support, not holding the full weight. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Let's take it over to the other side, flat foot or regular. Knee comes in. Remember, you're balancing right here. Out, pull in, extend, pull in. Find that target that you're kicking towards. You're breaking through. So think of it as maybe a target, a goal that you've set for yourself to channel all your energy to break through to meet your next goal in life. Whether that's a short-term or an intermediate or even a long-term goal right here. So push through to get to the other side. And 3. Keep your hips lifted. 2 and 1. Awesome job. Both legs meet. Lower your heels to the mat if you have them elevated, and then scoot your legs out. Begin to slowly imprint your spine to the mat. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock it out side to side, guys. Fabulous job on that one. Take your long full body stretch right here. And we'll find length as we push through our heels. And then find a soft point. Go ahead and slowly roll around to your side. Make your way up to where you are sitting on top of your hips. We'll keep our legs bent. Legs are once again about hip width apart. So we're sitting tall at a vertical line here up against that imaginary wall. Bring your hands up towards the sky about 45 degrees, palms facing down. Tricep work. We're pressing through something thick, through something hard, through something gooey right here. Slowly exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, let your arms rise up. And then slowly exhale, release. Channel all of that energy. Channel all that strength in your triceps, in your lower forearms. The outer side, the underside of your lower forearms right here. You're sitting tall on your hips. Your spine is elongated. Your belly is pulled in. Your shoulders, when you bring your hands up to the sky, the shoulders aren't rising. They're staying the same position all the way throughout. And breathe right here. 2 more. Inhale, lift without arching your spine, without arching your back. And last one will be slowly begin to exhale your next breath. I want you to lean back just a tad right here, enough to where you still are in control of your seated position. Pop up onto the balls of your feet or even your toes. Once again, bring your hands up towards the sky. Legs are about hip width apart. Lower your arms down and slowly lift. Belly is pulled in. Feel how weighted your hips have gotten just by changing up the dynamics of your seated position right here from our vertical 90 degrees to our seated diagonal spine of about 45 degrees. Slowly begin to take one leg off the floor and release. Lift and release. Keep the same bend in your knee when you lift and when you lower your leg down. So we're not just opening and closing and kicking our leg out like that. So lift with intent, your leg, lower your arms with intent right here. Your back is open and broad, flat back up against that imaginary wall. Core is still pulled in and very strong, guys. One more full set right here. Lift and up, lift and up. Glide your legs forward, gently push through your heels. Shimmy it out for a quick second. Take a soft point on your toes and then slowly roll up. Excellent job. We're gonna go ahead and bend our knees once again. a wider stance for our legs this time to give us more traction and more stability. Hands behind the back of the head. A very tall spine once again, vertical spine. Begin to slowly lower back to where you feel like you're still in control of this movement, not curling your lower back, and then slowly go forward. So all we're doing is leaning back, and then you're going forward. Notice your feet are very light. Inherently, you are putting more weight in your hips in order to keep your body upright, to keep your body from falling over, keeping your body balanced. Notice how your quads are feeling right about now, because all that strength building coming from our core, we're not going back so far, you're just going back to where you're still feeling comfortable, but enough to challenge your core, to challenge the breathing. Shoulders down, back is open. Slowly begin to pop up onto just the balls of the feet or even the toes. Keep your hands, your elbows outside of that peripheral view. 2 more. Slowly leaning back and forward. We're not curling our spine. And the last one. Great job. Great control of those moves, guys. Extend your legs. Give your legs a quick shake right here. Hands are going to be forward, front, and center. And this time we're going to start about 45 degrees. So belly pulls in, arms reaching long. Roll your shoulders down. Slowly come forward, 90 degrees. Little bicep action right here. And extend. Squeeze and extend. So I don't have any weights that I am holding right now. However, if you want to grab your weights, feel free to. But we also want to use the power of our mind by using our own body weight to squeeze, to do this bicep press right here. Your back is flat. Your legs are glued to the floor. So feel your inner thighs squeeze. Feel how strong your quads are getting right here by solidifying themselves to the mat, and your hamstrings, and of course your butt. 2 more, guys. 2. It's like you're fanning yourself in slow motion. Last one. All right, go ahead and slowly open right here. Find that diagonal position with your spine. You can either be here with a straight leg or a bent knee if you feel like you need more traction and more stability. And then from here, extend, pull in, extend, pull in. Keep your belly pulled in, guys. You're fanning yourself a little bit more. Begin to slowly take your arms out to the corner of the room. Stay very still with your lower body. Relax your breathing. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. There you go. So all that tension is away from your neck, away from your ears, and you're pushing it down into the floor. 5, extend. 4, breathe. Come back a little bit further if you can. Otherwise, stay just where you are. 2 and 1. Go and slowly bring your hands palm facing down, shoulder width, shoulder level, and glide yourself forward. Separate your legs and then ease yourself down, gently pushing through your heels. Excellent job on that one, guys. Take a soft point of your toes and then slowly roll up. Make your way onto your stomach this time. So we'll ease ourselves down. Legs are about hip-width apart for more traction. And then breathe here. We're gonna bring our hands forward past our head, about shoulder width, and we have a deep bend of the elbows, so you're solidifying your lower forearms to the mat. Open your fingertips out wide. Looking directly down at the mat, you're just hovering a few inches off the floor with your face. Begin to slowly inhale your next breath. Push against the floor to rise up. Push against the floor with your palms to pull your torso up towards the sky. Your hips are glued to the mat, and then slowly begin to imprint your chest to the floor. I'm gonna take my arms out a little bit wider. Begin to slowly inhale, rising up, and then slowly exhale, gently release. Inhale. Feel that spinal articulation as you rise up even higher. Begin to squeeze your bum to help protect your lower back as you come up a little bit more towards the sky, keeping a soft bend in the elbow and trying to straighten out your arms and elongating your arms even more. Great job. Feel the weight, that resistance that you're pushing against the floor right here. At any time, if you want, and your lower back is strong, I want you to slowly take your legs just slightly off the floor. I have my knees on the mat, but my shins, my ankles, the top of my foot are off the floor right here. At any time, if you want, slowly begin to take your knees off the mat. Advanced intermediate students, this is an option for you right here. And you're keeping your legs just where they are, hanging out in midair as you go into this press right here. Hold this last one up. Go ahead and slowly lower your legs to the mat. Roll your shoulders down. And then feel the shoulders roll down into your hips. Begin to slowly tricep press right here. It's a small bend of the elbow. Excellent job. Your upper body is staying lifted. Your upper body is still the same length all the way throughout. So we're lowering our chest by bending our elbows. Great job. You should be able to feel this in your triceps. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. My triceps are shaking right about now. Go ahead and lower yourself down. Clasp your hands together, and then just gently push through your knuckles right here, giving your arms a great stretch. Begin to slowly separate your hands in that crosser T position. Your thumbs are going to be facing the sky. And then from here, we'll walk our legs in about hip width. The option is to raise your legs off the mat. Otherwise, you'll keep them on the floor. And then we're slowly pushing our hands up towards the sky. Sorry, not just our hands, the entire arm length up towards the ceiling. So think about shoulders right here, upper back. Palms are facing the front wall by your head. Your thumbs are rising up towards the sky. At any time, if you want, begin to raise your legs a little bit higher off the floor. Your face is just hovering right above the mat. Slowly begin to take your arms a little bit higher, somewhat out of that peripheral view. And 5, squeeze with your upper back together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the arms and the legs to the mat. Glide the hands to the chest. Sit back into your child's pose to give yourself a release of your arms right here. Excellent job, guys. Let's go into plank position. So we're going to extend our legs all the way out. Wrists and shoulders are aligned. Knees and hips are aligned right here. We are keeping our core pulled in. Head is in alignment with our shoulders. Let's go to a rolling plank right here. We saw this movement a little bit earlier with our legs at the very beginning of the class where we were flexing and pointing. So we are still, once again, flexing and pointing, building strength in our legs through that flexing and pointing, but also overall strength with the entire body. Working on our posterior chain. So the back side of the body, you're also working your arms right here by staying lifted in a plank. Modified version, guys. You're going to be on your forearms. Same movement. Allow the flexing and pointing to glide your body forward and to pull your body back to the wall that is behind you. That sling has made itself available to us. So that sling is pulling us up towards the sky. It's wrapping around our core. Great job right here. 5, 4, breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Go ahead and slowly lower your knees to the mat. Give yourself a quick shake right here. We'll go back to that plank position. So extend both legs all the way out. Taking your right leg off the floor with a soft point. Begin to slowly curl your spine up towards the sky. So it's like doing a cat stretch right here as you draw your knee into your cheek. And then slowly begin to extend, not dropping your stomach whatsoever. So find that plank position. Slowly in and inhale out. Exhale with your breath right here. We're doing 5 of these on each side, so we've got 2 more. So closing off the space between our chest and our thigh. Last one, guys. Slowly find that lift and curl and release. Awesome job. Let's take it over to our other side right here. So when you're ready, begin to switch legs. Opposite leg rises off the floor. Find that curling action. Find your strength from within. Use your breath to help guide your body. As you're lifting towards the sky, your midsection, basically your natural waistline, is pulling you up towards the sky. And then you're finding that great extension to elongate. One leg is off the floor. We have one more right here. Slowly rising, curling, finding that connection, and exhale, gently release. All right, both legs meet to the floor. Drop your knees, find your child's pose once again. So find that extension right here. And awesome job. All right. Seated on the hips, go ahead and extend your legs out from underneath this time. And then you're sitting tall, slowly lean back right here. Bring your hands forward and extend your legs all the way out, keeping a soft bend in the knee, palms facing down. When you're ready here, slowly raise one leg up as you circle your hands down towards your leg and underneath. And then slowly, once again, back. Other side right here. Alternating leg lifts. Find that giant controlled circle. Your back is flat against that imaginary wall. So this vertical wall that is normally behind us has now morphed into a diagonal wall. And both shoulder blades are pressing firmly against it. This is our modified version right here. Taking one leg, for modified basic, you can bend the knees. Advanced intermediate students, if you want to take it up a level, we're going to do both legs at the same time. So lift and slowly lower. Lift and lower your arm or legs as your arms circle around. Lift through your lower abs. Lift through your upper quads. Legs are getting heavy right about now. Let's go ahead and do two more. 2. And finally 1. Awesome job. Slowly roll it forward, relax it out. Drop your chin in the chest, guys. Roll your shoulders down and then slowly come up. Gently shake out your legs this time. We'll go ahead and turn once again onto the palms and our knees. And then extend your leg out once again. Opposite leg is going to be hovering into that hovering tabletop right here. So you have that space between your knee, your base knee, and the mat. Taking your leg off the floor. Draw your knee all the way in towards your cheek, your shoulder without curling your spine. Extend, pull in, extend. Excellent job. Push all the way out. If this is not your thing, you have issues with your ankle or your toes, go into your tabletop and you're gonna push through that target once again, trying to level out your foot with your hip. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go switch it over to our other side. So switch legs this time. Stabilizing, extend, pull all the way in, push, and pull in. Great job, guys. Find your focal point on the floor in which to concentrate. Your gaze, your breath, and your energy. 5, hips are level. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs meet. Slowly begin to drop your knees to the mat. Extend your legs all the way out. Find yourself in plank. We're going to descend down to the floor. So this is just transitionary right here. Exhale your breath for 5, 4. Bend your elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Open your legs to a V position. Clasp your hands together. Gently push through your knuckles. Great job. Keep your chest lifted. And then slowly glide your hands by your chest. Sit back into your child's pose, but find that side sweep. So make that lateral C position as you push to one side, and then slowly pushing into the other direction right here. And excellent job. Back to our center point, slowly rising up, and we'll sit onto our hips. Let's inhale our hands up to the sky. Remember, guys, at any time, if you need a longer stretch, check out the Fit Pass section of the app. Thank you so much for joining me for another Pilates session. I'm Teresa. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and remember to always stand tall.